Hey, what's up, guys? We got Jimmy and Joe from Skulls and Roses paintball team. We got with the comparison video between the Dangerous Power G4 and the Invert Mini. We'll start off with the packaging. The packaging is here. Let's put these down. The packaging is pretty much like exactly the same except the sleeve. You got the top right here. That's for the limited edition. Then you got the mini, the manuals. It's a tie pretty much between them because they're both color manuals. They're both convenient. It's a little smaller, but it's a little more convenient or whatever. Then they both have a layer of foam. And then when your gun goes, and then on the bottom, it's pretty much the same exact thing. Put these on the side. And then we'll go with the tool. Comparison between the toolkit. For this category, the mini wins because it comes with a nice little toolkit, and then the G4 just comes with it in a bag, whatever. In the toolkit, it comes with the lube, extra spare parts, a bunch of O-rings, screws, Allen keys.
G4 comes with O-rings too, but whatever.
Yeah.
With the barrel sock, it's G4 wins because that's a barrel plug, and I don't.
It's like, what the fuck? Alright, yeah. So the barrel plug is given to the G4.
Now we got clamping feed neck.
Here, let's put these aside. Alright.
We're going to have to give it to the G4 because the G4 does not need tools to adjust the clamping feed neck. The Mini needs an Allen key.
Yeah, so it's a little more convenient for the G4. So G4 wins that category.
Now for the trigger, we're going to have to give it to the Invert Mini because it is a very light trigger. Shoot. The G4 is pretty light too, but gotta give it to the Mini.
Yeah, they're both. I believe they're both 3-point adjustable triggers, which is really nice.
With the ASA, we gotta give it to the G4 because this has an on-off ASA that comes stock.
It's the Wraps ASA. It's a little hard. The only complaint I really have about the Mini is that it's a little hard to screw the tank in. But besides that, overall it's a good gun. The next category is macro line. Give it to the Mini because, of course, it doesn't have a macro line. Macro line could get in the way sometimes, but we're just going to give that to the Mini. The feel of the gun, where it's tie because it's pretty much personal preference. As you can see here, they're pretty much like exactly the same size. The barrel, I think, is 1 inch longer on the G4, but they're pretty much the same exact size. It's personal preference. More for the like back players and like mid players will probably go with the G4. Mid player as well, as well as mid players and front players go with the Mini. The Mini is nice and compact. For the front and for the back, the G4 is probably better because it's more spread out. Okay, so it's pretty much personal preference for that category. The efficiency, we're going to give it to the Mini. Because the Mini, you could get about 9 pods out of it. The G4,
it's 7 to 8
7 to 8 pods. So it's almost the same, but the Mini is a little more efficient. But so Mini wins that category. The bolt, it's a tie. The bolt is this a poppet?
That's not a poppet. That's a spool.
Yeah, this is the Mini's a poppet valve. This is a G4 spool valve.
They pretty much operate the same.
Yeah, you both need this is a little less maintenance. It's an O-ringless bolt, but you still need but the O-rings are still in the body of the gun. But the only problem, you may get some bolt stick, so you want to
Go with thinner lube.
The thinner lube, like the PB oil. And this, you need a little more. They're both really quick maintenance. All you gotta do is take that screw out, and for the G4, screw up that. But it's pretty much a tie for that.
Now we're gonna go to the board. Is pretty much a tie. This is the Mini is an optical, and the G4 is a micro switch. They have PSP. They have all the firing modes you're gonna need, all the rate of fires.
You got
stuff like that.
semi-auto, automatic, PSP, Millennium, and
NXL.
So they both have the same modes. The G4, it's I think it was capped out to.
It's 35.
Yeah,
BPS.
35 BPS. The Mini goes to 20, but on the field you're only going to be able to use like whatever your field's capped at. So
it's probably going to be anything under 25 BPS.
Like 12, like probably 12.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And the next category
is convenience of maintenancing. We're going to go to the G4 again. Just one. Check it out.
The convenience of changing the modes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Changing in the modes. Changing in the modes. You just hold your on off and your trigger. It's gonna flash a bunch of times. Then you go to whatever you want. Change your firing mode, and you can change it without having to open it up and access the dip switches.
For the Mini, you just have to take this screw, unscrew it, and there'll be like a little switch there or whatever. You just press it down, and this. So it's you have to open up the gun to do it with the Mini, but with the G4, just press the button on the outside. The kick, they both have kick, like of course, but the G4 does have a little bit more kick than the Mini. Being that they're both like really light guns, the G4 is a little lighter, which makes it have a little more kick than the Mini. But overall, you get used to the kick. So if you're like debating on whether to get either one, you get used to both of them. So
yeah, going with a heavier barrel or a heavier hopper will probably help with your kick.
Yeah, so maybe like a Halo or like probably like a Halo hopper.
Yeah, that'll fix it. Or like maybe get like a CP1 piece. It's pretty heavy barrel. It'll reduce the kick. With the grips, you have to give it a tie because it's basically personal preference. This is a little softer than the Mini. The G4 is it has a little more gripping, but it's the grip. You don't even use it pretty much. So the only thing, the Mini on their ASA, they have a gauge. The ASA doesn't.
The G4 doesn't.
Yeah, G4 doesn't.
That's not much of anything.
Yeah, it doesn't really reduce performance if it doesn't have one or whatever.
And both of the guns, the Mini retails for $310, and the G4 retails for $300. So they're pretty much the same exact price, $10 more difference. So
overall, we can't really like get which one is better. They're for the $300 price range. They're both excellent guns. Again, if you're Mini, if you're front or mid, you're probably going to want to go with the Mini.
It's more compact.
More compact. With the G4 a little spread out. If you're a back player or for some mid players, you're probably going to like the G4. It really depends your size. If you're like a bigger player, you have bigger hands, the G4 is the way to go because it's more spread out. With the Mini, it's
more compact.
More compact. So yeah.
They both shoot really accurate. But I would suggest probably going with like another barrel, like a 14-inch, because this one I think is 13 and this one's 12.
Yeah, not much of a difference. I mean, if you can't, it's all about your budget. If you can't afford another barrel, it's a great stock barrel. And again, the stock barrels they almost look exactly like.
Yeah. So overall, it's personal preference. What you should do, what I did, I was debating on whether to get one of these, whichever one. Just hold them. Maybe if you can, just shoot them. It's pretty much personal preference. I chose the mini because like I have smaller hands and like I'm smaller, so I play front. So it helped me a little more, but
yeah.
So we'll put the shooting videos of both guns up in the end of this video. So thanks for watching. Just if you have any questions, just comment and rate, subscribe. Thank you. Hey, what's up, guys? Today we got the Invert Mini on PSP 3-shot, and we're gonna be shooting a pot of paint. It may break because it's some old paint, so hopefully not. Alright, here we go. So it shoots pretty good. Look down this. You can see the kick's not that bad. Hold on. That's it.
Alright, what's up, guys? We got a Dangerous Power G4 shooting video. First I'm gonna show you the kickback, and then I'm gonna shoot this thing semi-automatic pot of paint. First we'll do the kick test. Not too bad. I mean, the gun, you gotta give it some credit. This gun weighs like under 2 pounds, so, and now we're gonna shoot it.
That's it. There you go, Dangerous Power G4.